into a particular territory, a region, an atmosphere. So you may find like youth, they all act the same way, they all dress the same way, they all think the same way. And why? It's all about territory. So you may be in a territory that's gang-ridden, you may be in a territory that's full of drugs and alcohol, you may be in a territory where there's violence, disrespect, disobedience to parents. As we look at 2 Timothy, I had highlighted that scripture, 2 Timothy chapter 3. It says, "This know also that in the last days perilous time shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own self, covetous, boasters, proud, blaspheme, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy." And so this is what we're going through. You can finish reading 2 Timothy chapter 3. And so when the youth, when they're so full of pride and high-mindedness and arrogance and disobedience to the parents, then they're not thinking on spiritual things. And so this is a tactic and a trap of the enemy. You want to keep their minds on focused on so much carnal things that they don't understand spiritual things. And so if your mind is on carnal things, then that became your first love. That became your God. So a lot of times they have idols in their hearts. And usually in the youth, this is where the enemy tries to focus their attention the most. Because if he can plant a seed in their spirit when they're young, then when they begin to be older, it's so hard just to get rid of that impartation. Because he want to program us to be who he wants us to be. And he programmed us by the territory and the region that we're in, because we're focused on the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eye, the pride of life. We're thinking so much on a carnal realm that how to access the things in the spirit we know not of, because we want to be popular with our friends, popular in society. And so this is why media comes in. Media also plays on the youth cognitive mind. They play on their cognitive mind and try to shape them and mold them into what Hasatan, Satan, wants them to be.
Because you mentioned something, I don't want to cut you off, but you mentioned something about your granddaughter was watching the TV show or something, a cartoon, and it said that it showed different aspects of the darkness side of Satan. And could you explain that to me?
Yeah, my granddaughter, she's not even 2 yet, and I think it's called a cartoon that's called Magic Show or something. And as I watched that show, I saw the demonic realm. I saw they began to make it seem like it's a good thing to conquer up spirits, to have incantations. They made it seem like it was a good thing to open up doors. And so what it was babies. Babies was having a seance, and it was chanting.
Wow.
And then when they chanted, a spirit was released. And the spirit was following the children, giving the kids advice, telling them what to do. And then because they had to open the door. And open the door means that you have opened the door to some type of sin, or when you're playing with occult practices like Ouija boards, tarot card readings, seances, necromancing, then you open up doors where you give the enemy legal right, legal ground. And they are all about